What up you guys, my name is Allyn, they call me Lean, and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, of course, it's a first foundation thoughts, and for the foundation I will be trying out today is the Huda Beauty #Fox Filter Foundation. So when I first heard about this foundation, I didn't think about really trying it much. However, I figured if I was going to be doing these first foundation thoughts, I might as well, try out this foundation and share you guys like what I think of it. So I caved in. Originally, I thought it was a shade Brown Sugar because there's this YouTuber that I love to watch, Alexis Jada, who is a similar shade to me, and she's shade Brown Sugar. However, when I wanted to check out the foundations, everything was completely gone to the sample foundations. So the only one they had was the shade above it was Macchiato. And then when I first watched it, I thought it was okay. However, as I was doing my research online, Huda Beauty actually has kind of this cheat sheet which kind of shows other foundations that have a similar shade equivalent to what they have in their collection. And since I'm the Fenty Beauty in the shade 300, it mentioned that it was the Dulce De Leche shade, so I decided to pick it up. So I'm going to stop rambling on, and without further ado, I guess we could dive right into the video. Hey guys, so I already prepped my face. I worked on my brows, and I also started my eyeshadow, and I wanted to go straight to the foundation. And the foundation I will be reviewing today is the Huda Beauty #Fox Filter Foundation in the shade Dulce De Leche, which is also the 350G shade. So to start it off, this is what the packaging of the foundation looks like. The feeling of this is a matte feeling. It's black and pretty simple, which I really like. I think what I really like most about this is the fact that she kept it with every other product she's released, having the original Huda in white and then the Beauty in the metallic hot pink color. And as you can see, it kind of has a little ombre from the black to white in the bottom. On the top, it's labeled Dulce De Leche 350 or 350G. I don't know how to name the shades, my bad. Also, you see here the barcode, and then in the back here it shows a direction which says directions: using a pump or less, apply foundation evenly all over face with a dense brush or beauty sponge for best application. Pair with the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base. And then it also has it, I believe, in French, and I want to say Muslim. I'm not sure what kind of language it is, don't get me wrong, I'm sorry, but oh, it's Italian. So I guess over here it lists the kind of different languages the ingredients are in as well. And then on the side here it shows the website. It's hudabeauty.com, and then the at mention sign Huda Beauty, and then Snapchat mention sign Real Huda Beauty, and then it shows the icons of Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Snapchat. And then over here on the side here it says it's a high coverage cream foundation, effortless foundation, camouflages imperfections and pigmentation, soft focus filter finish, and it also mentions it in different languages on the side as well. So now I'm gonna open this packaging right over here, and this is what the foundation looks like. In the box, it actually comes with a sample of the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base. I personally didn't want to use this because I'm not really interested in buying this primer because I have tons of primers, and personally I don't really buy that many primers. I love trying out primers, but it wasn't a primer that screamed for me to buy. But it's nice that it does come with a little sample for you to try out in the box. So this is the packaging of the foundation. As you can see, it's kind of a square or rectangle shape. The top has a plastic black top, and the bottom is clear, obviously, packaging. This, however, is not a glass, and even though me personally, I'm actually kind of fine with it being plastic because I'm clumsy. I drop a lot of stuff all the time, so I think it's, I guess, kind of cool if you drop it, you don't have to worry about the bottle shattering. However, I also want to say the good thing about this is like it's travel friendly, I guess, so you also don't have to worry about it like lugging around through your, you know, bags and then worrying about it shattering in your makeup bag as well. However, for the price of this, this foundation is actually, if I can double check because I don't want to get this wrong. So on Sephora, it lists that it's $40. And for a $40 foundation, I know a lot of people do expect a glass container, because I mean you do spend a lot on this foundation. So I mean, even though it's in the lower price of Sephora, which I'm actually surprised it's not over $50, I mean for a $40 foundation, I think even though I'm okay with the plastic packaging, I kind of wish maybe they worked a little, because you know it is, you know, a very fancy foundation, or a more high-end foundation, I'm sorry. On the bottom here it says the shade name, Dulce De Leche 350G, and then hashtag Fox Filter High Coverage Cream Foundation, and it lists that it has 35 mils or 1.18 fluid ounces, so that's actually a lot. So I'll give that some props, because one of the foundations I last tried out didn't have 1 ounce, which I thought was like, usually foundations have at least 1 ounce foundations. And now let's try this out. Before I obviously pump the product, I do like that it comes with a pump, which is a plus. I mean, a lot of high-end foundations usually have a pump if they come in like a bottle-like container, but there are selected foundations that don't come with a pump. But I think brands or makeup brands in general should, you know, come with a pump if they come in a bottle container, because it makes it more convenient for anyone to apply makeup, unless if they have like a spatula like applicator. But to me, I like that it comes with a pump. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I really like that it does come with it. Now for the moment of truth, I'm actually going to start with 1 pump. I'm going to actually pump this in the back of my hand, if anything come up. Ooh, got it. I'm actually going to start dotting it on my face. I'm only gonna try to use 1 pump, so I'm gonna see how this goes. So far from the foundation from my hand, you can tell that it is very thick because it's obviously not running, but I'm gonna see how this blends out real quick. Right off the bat, I smell like a very strong floral scent, which I think personally I wish I could do without it. I'm not really a fan of scented like foundations. I mean, I know the Fenty Beauty one had a slight fragrance, but honestly that went away quick. Yeah, but this scent is pretty strong. Hopefully it fades throughout the day, but so far, as you can see from my face though, with 1 pump, me just dotting my face, you can already see like how much is covered. I mean, from my end there is a lot that still shows, like I could still see my dark spot from my acne scars and stuff, but this is just, like I said, 1 pump, so I would definitely say this like is a medium to full coverage. But let me try to apply the other side, and I'm gonna try 1 more pump and see how this goes. From this side, I decided to try a small stipple brush to apply this, and I feel like this blends a lot better with the brush. I personally don't really like using brushes to apply my makeup or foundation, but this seems to work really well. However, I will go over with a beauty blender to kind of blend more everything out. The scent though, even though I smell the scent on this part of my face, the scent on this side is slowly going away. So now I'm gonna apply another pump. With this foundation, I definitely would say you have to work really fast, and I think that was a mistake from the start. It's like I kind of just tried to put a lot and it dried so quick, but this foundation is definitely full coverage. Like, even though this is my second pump, like, the amount it is covered is insane. So right off the bat, I like the coverage of this foundation. Even though it shows like texture in my face, like I can see the texture from my acne, it's not really much like of a bother to me, because I think any matte foundation really just shows my texture, but I'm coming to accept the texture in my face, if that makes any sense. I do like the coverage of this. Like, it is definitely full coverage. The scent, even though it bothered me a little, it has gone away, which I like. But this is my face without concealer and me highlighting just yet, so that's why I look a little dull. But so far I'm enjoying it. But now I'm gonna finish up my face and show you guys the final look. So you guys, this is the final look. I know this is a lot of makeup, but today is actually Thanksgiving, so even though this video won't go up on Thanksgiving, happy belated Thanksgiving, because this will go up after Thanksgiving. But anyways, so far I really like the foundation. I actually didn't set the foundation at all. All I literally did is apply my contour, my bronzer, my blush, my highlighter, finished up the rest of my eyes, eyelashes, and used setting spray, and this is how the final look turned out. So now it is actually 12:11, and I'm gonna show you guys a close-up of how everything looks like. So this is how my face looks like up close. As you can see, I have a little texture here and a little texture here, but that honestly doesn't bother me. However, I do notice some of my pores is peeking around my nose area, but I'm gonna fix that with some setting powder, because I realize like I'm gonna apply a little setting powder and then see how everything wears throughout the day. I think the main focus I will be trying to look forward to with this foundation is, one, if the foundation comes off on my forehead, because lately for some reason like foundation hasn't really been sticking in my forehead for some reason, and I never really had that issue. Also, I want to see how everything works out throughout my T-zone area, because this is a mattifying foundation and it is a full coverage foundation, so I hope it does stay put. I also want to see if any dry spots come about throughout the day, because this is a matte foundation. However, so far this foundation, I will say that even though it is a mattifying foundation, I think this foundation can work for normal, it can work for oily, and I think it could work for dry, because I feel like this foundation isn't drying, if that makes any sense. Like, this foundation is matte, but it isn't, how do I say it, too matte to where it's like, I don't know, like it's kind of undescribable. And of course someone's car alarm would ring. But so far I like it, but in the meantime I'm going to clean up and hopefully film a few more videos for you guys to watch soon, and then I'll check in with you later. So you guys, it is 4:20 and it's 85 degrees right now, but then again, 85 degrees in California during November, what's new? My lipstick might not be popping, but this is how everything else is looking like. I pretty much been filming content and also editing videos all day. I'm going to head over to my cousin Kiana's right now, because I'm gonna help her set up for Thanksgiving. But in the meantime, so far nothing too bad. I don't see my makeup separating yet. My nose doesn't really seem oily, it's just more of the highlights. I did notice a little oxidation, but nothing too drastic. I feel like the way it's oxidized is just like perfect for my skin tone. But in the meantime, so far I like the foundation. Even though it's like a full coverage foundation, I don't feel it being heavy. I've had excuse me, other foundations where I feel like it's been way heavy, but this, surprisingly, for the thickness and the consistency, it's not bad at all. But in the meantime, I'm gonna head over to my cousin Kiana's and then update you guys in a little bit. So as you can see, everything is pretty much there. I think the only thing that is gone is like my blush and a little bit of my bronzer on this side. But overall, the foundation I feel like stayed well. Since I've been like wiping my nose, the makeup did kind of come off here. And it's a little oily here, but that's not really a surprise. I am glad, however, that the foundation stayed on my forehead for the most part, so that's a plus. A little went away on my chin, but I was kind of like resting my chin on my hand, so I could totally see why like the foundation is gone. However, overall, I really do like this foundation, and I definitely give this a thumbs up. I would say for this foundation, I think it's one of those things where you do have to try it for yourself. I mean, I have a combination skin, so I'm oily in my T-zone and I'm dry over here, but as you can see, I don't have any dry spots, which is great. And I didn't get too oily, so that's another good thing. But overall, I do like this foundation. I will try it again, and I will keep this, and I highly recommend it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my first foundation thoughts video on the Huda Beauty hashtag Fox Filter Foundation in the shade Dulce De Leche. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave some love down below, and of course, if you have any suggestions for any foundations for me to try out, also leave it below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, and of course, click that notification button so you guys are aware of any of my upcoming videos. I pretty much upload every week, so check them out. Of course, if you don't follow me already, follow me on all my social medias. I have an Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and all my social media handles are Allyn to that. On another note, I hope you guys have a good day, and yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and until next time, it's been real, and I'll see you soon. Bye!